Hi everybody, my name is Peter and I am the dad of Does It Pass the Dad Test. Now, I have a family of 6 children and a fabulous wife, and we're not absolutely loaded, so budgets are quite tight sometimes. So when we buy things, we want to make sure that they are fit for purpose. So I've set up this channel to basically take a look at some stuff and see whether I think it's actually worth buying or not. Perhaps that might help you. Hopefully it will. So my kids lately, particularly my younger ones, of which there are they're kind of 5, 6, 7-ish, they've had trouble sleeping. So they come in from school, they do their homework, and they get kind of quite buzzy and wound up just before, bedtime. So I've tried various kind of things. I've tried breathing techniques, and we've tried some TV yoga and stuff like that. None of it really seems to work. So I was looking around for things, and then I happened to come across the Dodow, or Dodow, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Dodow. I like to think of it as a kind of a dodo, like it's kind of like you're feeling sleepy. So I call it that. But, who knows? And this little device is supposed to be able to train your breathing and help you to relax and fall asleep. So I went on Amazon. I found it there was an article in the Telegraph or the Daily Mail, I think it was, that led me to this. And then I looked around, and you can either buy it direct from the Dodow website. I happened to have some Amazon vouchers at the time, so saving some money. I bought it on Amazon, same price. It was $49.99. So that seems quite a lot, but actually if it works and it helps the kids go to sleep, then that's really cool. So here we go. Let's show you what you get. I'm not going to do this whole kind of mad unboxing thing, but I will do some of it. Okay, so you get in your box. Here is your box that comes in the post. There is your Dodow. So it's a little box, not very big. You open the box and you get lots of little booklets inside it. So what you do is you get a little quick instruction manual. You get it in German, Spanish and Italian. Not much use to me, but very good. You also get it in French, and luckily for me, you get it in English. A little guide. And what it also came with, which is quite handy, is a little offer that you can get your second Dodow for a lot less, £30. So saving 20 quid. So that's pretty good. So, if I did want to buy another one, not bad. And they also have a sleep platform. Now, I haven't actually logged into this yet, but I probably will at some point, and that gives you an access code for that. Okay, and so then it comes with a very quick start guide, which says open the battery lid and use a little coin to open it. So, and then we get your little quick start guide. So here is the box, and it comes in. What I think is really cool is you actually get batteries with it, always handy. They're AAAs, and I don't know if you can see that, but they're actually branded Dodow. Obviously that looks backwards in the camera, but it does say Dodow when you look at it the right way round. So you get your 3 AAAs, which is always very handy. They've lasted quite a long time as well, so they're obviously quite good ones. And then on the back of the Dodow, you have a little thing here that you just open. I use my fingernail to do it, and you open it, pop it open. Oops, pop it open. There we go. And you shove your batteries in the back. It's very clearly marked, shows you exactly which way they go. So in they go, pop, pop, and pop. And then we put them back in. And then we put the cap back on. It's a little bit fiddly, so you've got like a little lip on the end, and you kind of stick it in the back like so. And then you just have to fiddle around with a little bit at the back. Use your nail or a coin, but a nail works just as well. and shut it down. Okay, so then you have, let me just switch it off. There is your Dodow. Dodow. So the idea is you put it on a flat surface near your bed, and I'll turn it on. Basically, to turn it on, you just tap it just very gently, and there it comes on, and a little blue light appears. There you go. And this blue light will start to pulse. And what it's doing is it's basically trying to get you to breathe and follow the pattern of the light. So when it goes bright, you're supposed to breathe in. And when it goes dim, you breathe out. And you breathe in. And out. Now at first you can see it is moving quite quickly. So it's there to kind of start you off. And what happens is slowly over time, it actually, you can see it's slowly slowing down now. It starts to slow down a little bit. So, and then basically that's what you do. And you just watch this light and slowly fall asleep. Now, the way that it works is if you touch it once, like I did, this will last for 8 minutes. So to get it to go to a longer time, you touch it off. Very simple. Instead of tapping it the once, like I did then, that gives you the 8-minute cycle. So we switch it off again. And then we tap twice. And now that is the 20-minute cycle. So 20 minutes and give it a go. Now, what's also good, let me just switch it off. There we go. I will get the instructions. You can change the brightness of the blue light because obviously some people might want it a bit dimmer. I've got it on kind of full whack setting, but you can change it. So what you do, let me just read my little instructions. Activate the setting modes. You press lightly on the touchpad with your finger for 3 seconds so the LEDs light up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the LEDs shouldn't be flashing, and you see they're not, it's stationary. So then what you do is you touch the touchpad to go through the settings. So that's brightest. There you are, not quite so bright. A little bit bright. Super bright, that's what I have. And then to confirm your choice, you press down for 3 more seconds. 1, 2, there we go, 3. And then that's the brightness setting you will have. Now, so that's basically it. You press, you look at your ceiling where it's reflecting, and you breathe. Now, I'm just going to show you, because when I looked at reviews of this, what I found really annoying is lots of people were wittering on about it for ages, but then they didn't actually show what it did. They didn't show how bright it was. So I'm going to stop it now, and I'm going to draw the curtains in this room, and let's see if I can give you an idea of how bright it is. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay. So now, obviously, it is ridiculously dark in here, and you can't see me, but that doesn't matter. What I'm interested in is the Dodow. So that is how bright it is. Now, as you can see, if you look up to my ceiling, you can see the light reflected on the ceiling. So you can see as it goes dim, and you can see as it goes bright. So my ceiling is about 10 foot high. I am sitting down, so you can see that it does give you a good beam of light. That is the thing that really bothered me about other reviews. You never saw it in action, so this is how you do it. You lie in bed, you relax, and you see it's breathing quite quickly at the moment, so you breathe in, and you breathe out. And you breathe in, and you breathe out. And you just carry on, and slowly over time it gets slower, and you breathe a bit slower, and you control your breath. Now, I have to say, let me just get back to me, and I will draw the curtains. So here we go. there, switch it off. I'm going to draw the curtains, so hello world again. There we go. So I have to say, I am very impressed with it. I too have trouble going to sleep, and I have used it quite a few times, and it really does seem to work. You breathe sort of quite quickly, like I say at first, and then as you slowly relax, what I tend to do is eventually I kind of sort of close my eyes a little bit after a couple of minutes, and you can still just about see the kind of the blue pulse on the ceiling. And so you still know it's there. And pretty much within 5 minutes, I've never actually outlasted the Dodow, I've pretty much conked out. Now for my crazy kids, it also does seem to work. It took a little bit of getting used to. You know, they were kind of like, what is this, Dad? What are you doing with this? But what I like is the fact that it is incredibly portable. You can take it wherever you want. It's really lightweight, teeny tiny, and so easy to use. So, you know, if the kids wake up in the night, I've said they can even tap it and they can try it themselves, because it's just literally tap and go. I just tell them to tap it once, and that gives them an 8-minute kind of shot, as it were. So it really does work. They absolutely have gone to sleep with it. It definitely calms them down, because when they start to concentrate on this blue light slowly going, they really do calm down. And that's a bonus in itself, because that helps them to unwind ready for bed anyway, well, you know, when they're in bed. But it does work. So for me, I absolutely would say it is worth the money. I really like the simplicity of it. I like the fact that it gets a very simple, you know, booklet with it. I love the fact that it came with batteries. It seems pretty robust. I've dropped it a few times and nothing has happened to it. So I absolutely would recommend it. So for me, this does pass the dad test. And how many stars would I give it out of 10? I'd probably give it 9 out of 10. I don't often give things 10, but I can't really see, maybe I will give it 10, because it absolutely works. It's easy, it's peasy, it's simple, and personally, I love it. And if you've got rowdy kids who won't go to sleep, it's worth spending 50 quid on. Price of a takeaway, or in my case, price of a takeaway for me and my missus when the kids aren't around, because obviously with 6 kids, adds a lot more. So I absolutely would recommend it, and yeah, good on you, Dodow. I like to say Dodow because it's kind of like sleepy, and that's what I call it in front of the kids. So give it a go. See you next time. Bye.